Hello and welcome to Chef Carter's Cooking Corner. So today on Chef Carter's Cooking Corner I am making pepper steak. This is a very simple version. You know, right now what I'm doing is trimming up some sirloin steak, and it's about a pound, and I'm just trimming off like any major fat that's on the outside. And some of you may say I trimmed it too much, but if you look closely there's a lot of marbling in the meat, so it's got a efficient amount of fat. Alright, so now what I'm doing is I'm using a meat tenderizer, and this has a bunch of little knives that stab into the meat. You can use one of those ones that are like the hammer, but what I find is this keeps the meat from tearing, and it still makes it very tender. Alright, now that I have the meat tenderized, what I want to do is cut them in strips. Now you'll see me kind of turning and looking at the pieces of meat, and what I'm doing is looking for the grain of the meat. And I don't want to cut with the grain, but across the grain, so it makes it even more tender. Alright, now I'm simply cutting strips of peppers, and you can do onions, but I'm doing shallots this time. Alright, so I'm going to season the meat with a little Lowry seasoning salt, just a light sprinkle, as I'm trying to watch my sodium intake, so especially when it's hot in the summer. So I'm going to mix that together, and while I'm doing this my stove is heating, so my pan is going to be screaming hot. As you can see, I added just a little bit of oil to the pan to saute the meat. Once your meat is cooked to your desired doneness, you're going to remove it from the pan and then add your peppers and onions. I added a quarter cup of water to help soften and tenderize the peppers and onions. If you like them more crunchy, you can leave that. Also, you could add water chestnuts at this point. What I'm adding here is a tablespoon of cornstarch mixed with uh, roughly 1/3 cup of water, and I'm going to add it here, and then once it gets warm it'll make a thick sauce. Now it's time to add the meat back in. On top of the meat I have a little bit of minced garlic, about a tablespoon or 1 clove. So here is my finished product. I am going to add a little bit more water. I added about 1/3 of a cup, and I'm going to let it simmer just a little bit, and you'll see it'll make a nice velvety sauce. And I'm going to pair this with some ramen noodles. You can do rice if you like. It's up to you. But you'll see what the finished product looks like in just a little bit. here is the plated product. I paired it with the ramen noodles and I'm eating it with chopsticks. It tastes so good. So thank you for stopping by Chef Carter's Cooking Corner. Remember to like, subscribe, share, stick around and watch more videos. And also check the description box on how you can help out my channel. Alright, I will see you next time. Take care, y'all.